Hey, folks. Welcome to Armed Lutheran Radio, a show about guns, hunting, competitive shooting, the natural right of self-defense, and what God's Word says about the issues surrounding gun rights and gun ownership. I'm your host, Lloyd Bailey, the Armed Lutheran. This is episode number 389, and this is our final episode of 2023. Thank you so much for making Armed Lutheran Radio a part of your week. Thank you to those of you who are tuning in for the first time. It's going to be a fun show, hopefully. We've got it's our online hangout for December 2023, our last online hangout of the year, which means we're going to be giving away some prizes in the second half of the show. This show is made possible by the fine folks who are members of the Reformation Gun Club. We don't have any advertising. We don't have any sponsors. We rely on these good people to help keep the lights on. And we get to hang out with them once a month and introduce them to you and catch up and see what everybody's been up to. And if you would like to be a part of one of these hangouts next year, visit armedlutheran.us/gun club or reformationgunclub.com and sign up today. We would love to have you come and join us. So here's what the plan is. We're on YouTube live. Haven't done this in a yonks, a month of Sundays it's been. I don't remember. We did an online clinging to God and guns earlier in the year, but we have a limited number of spots, so we're going to bring in, we won't be able to get everybody in that we want, but we're only going to do 30 minutes, and then we're going to bring in my daughter, who is, as is the custom, we're going to start giving away, drawing names and giving away some prizes. So that is the plan for the rest of this show. Bottom of the hour, we'll be giving away prizes. And we have, I know Pastor Bennett cannot be here. He is sick, so keep him in your prayers. He has been for a couple of days trying to rest his voice for church tomorrow. I have not heard from Sergeant Bill. I did hear from Mia, but I don't know if she's going to be making it. I hope she is. But in the meantime, Dan Veldt, our good friend from Enumclaw, Washington, and longtime member, is joining us. Dan, how are you? Nope, you're muted.
I got to unmute myself. I'm good. How are you, Lloyd?
I'm well. I'm better than I deserve.
And you're wearing a fine shirt, I see.
I know. You got the memo, apparently.
I did.
So how was Christmas in the Veldt household?
Oh, Christmas was wonderful. We're going to continue it tomorrow afternoon, and I'm just celebrating the fact that I made it through another year successfully. Well, almost. We'll see tomorrow night, and I'm hoping for another one.
Excellent. What is the kind of the Christmas tradition for you guys? Does everybody come to your house? Do you do the traveling? What's
Well, kind of a mix of everything. We do Christmas at our house, and usually Christmas afternoon, I'll go and I'll visit various people and eat their cookies and eat their food and all that stuff.
Excellent. And then you leave it for them to clean up. That's perfect.
Absolutely.
That's sort of what we do. Well, our new tradition, being sort of half empty nesters, is that we my son comes over, he and his girlfriend come over, and we we have a big meal cooked up and ready for them when they get here, and then we open presents on Christmas Eve. It's always been the tradition in my family, for some reason, to open presents on Christmas Eve. Don't know why that is, but it is what it is, and it's fun. But my kids are beyond the Santa Claus age at this point, so Sunday is just well, it was weird this year because Christmas Eve was Sunday. That totally screwed me up. Christmas Eve on Sunday, Christmas Day on Monday. I was completely discombobulated. But typically what we do is we get up and we go to church on Sunday morning and then kind of recuperate from all the festivities the previous night. Stuart Burt, our good friend and usual online hangout confidant, is with us while is watching, and we may send out. Why don't I do that, since I have no idea who all is going to be able to make it. I'm going to send out another invitation and expand our list of members here. Don't know what
Well, I am disappointed that Pastor Bennett couldn't make it tonight. Haven't seen him for a while. I hope he's feeling better.
I know.
I was in Minnesota a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to go over and have breakfast with him. I just couldn't swing it, but he did message me a couple times, so we got to say hey.
Looking forward to catching up with him in the new year. It just didn't work out the last couple of weeks with my work and everything. That was all the craziness at work, and then he messaged me today and said, I've been sick for the last 4 days and I'm trying to save my voice for tomorrow. So I totally understand.
You mean for the 1 day a week he has to work?
His 1 day of work. That's correct. Pastor Guillaume Williams is watching along with us. Glad to have you. And Curtis Heidel from over in, where is Curtis? Curtis is in Grand Junction. No, not Grand Junction, Junction City, Kansas. And he says, greetings to everyone, which at the moment is just me and Dan. What are you drinking tonight, by the way?
Templeton Rye tonight.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's quite tasty.
My son brought over community beer funnel cake ale, which is actually not as bad as it sounds.
Well, that sounds odd enough that I would want to try it.
So. Yeah. I've never heard of it. Vanilla golden ale, it says. And it doesn't taste like funnel cake. It tastes like beer. So
a big plus.
A big plus. I was worried. I love funnel cake, but not as a beer. I think that would be just,
I agree,
maybe a little bizarre. So for those of you who don't know what we're doing or why we're doing it, every month, one of our routines is to go around the room and see what everybody's drinking and take notes so that we can stock up for the next hangout. Looks like Donnie and Peter are here. How are you, sir? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Peter will be down in a second. He's preaching tomorrow night for the New Year's Eve service, so he's all prepared for that. We went to church tonight, but things are going okay. I just finished dinner. Got to be a little late. That's why Peter isn't here right now. So
oh, no worries. We're glad you're here, and I see things are still very festive in the Ross household.
I got
you got the memo too.
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah, and actually behind me is a Christmas tree and a train that goes around it.
Very nice.
We had my family over last weekend, and we got that going, and we're just we're doing okay. Peter goes back to seminary. He has a winterim class now, so it's going to be a little while. He has to get back for next. He's leaving next Saturday because the National Division I Championship game, FCS, is on, and the Montana Grizzlies, which is our team, is playing the University of South Dakota Jackrabbits.
Okay, nice, very cool. What is the tradition at the Ross household? What happens? Everybody come to your house, or are you out partaking at other places?
Well, we had it first time since 2019. We had we had family over. I've got my youngest sister lives here, who's only 46 years old. I'm 69, and my younger brother lives here, And
46 to 69. Holy cow. I thought my son and my daughter had a big gap with the 10 years between them. Good heavens.
well, my two boys have 23 years between them too.
Oh,
So
wow. So big gaps between siblings is a family tradition for the Ross
oh
family.
yeah, my mother was the same way. My mother was my grandmother was 45 when my mother was born. My mother was 45 when my youngest sister was born, and I was 45 when Peter was born. So we celebrated the warmest Christmas on record in Minnesota this year.
Oh my
40
goodness.
54 degrees.
Darn global warming. I blame Al Gore. There's Peter. How are you, sir?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing very well. What are you guys drinking tonight?
Well, I have a Leinenkugel's Honey Weiss beer.
Nice.
And Dad isn't drinking anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He's abstaining. That's good. Stuart, welcome. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, it looks like you're preparing to play Santa next year.
I have to shave before I go to Europe, so the passport doesn't have it on there.
Gotcha. Okay. How have you been, and how was Christmas for you and in your first Christmas in Florida?
Yeah, but it's been chilly. Yeah. But Christmas was really nice. It was 70 degrees high. And we smoked prime rib for friends who had moved to Rossville, Georgia, and then a couple from church. So we ate prime rib and minced meat pie, potatoes, and I made eggnog.
Ooh,
yeah,
from scratch.
yeah, it was interesting.
Interesting. How
Yeah.
did it turn? How did it turn out?
It was pretty good. It was a hit.
Okay.
Well, of course, because it had, I think it was a pint of brandy, a half a pint of rye whiskey. I might have it backwards. I can't remember. A half a pint of rum and a quarter pint of sherry.
So enough of everything to make sure that
Yeah,
it didn't really matter what the rest of it tasted like.
well, we survived.
That sounds jolly.
It does.
It's a bit rich.
That sounds like have you seen that YouTube channel? What is it? Tasting History with Max Miller. And he did an episode recently about making eggnog from scratch, and it sounds very similar to what you were doing.
That's where I got it from.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, he said it was very different from the store-bought eggnog that you go out and get, and it was really, really powerful because of all of that stuff in it. Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What are you drinking tonight?
Cognac, brandy. I have no idea. I just last minute thing to get online.
Just close your eyes, reach into the cabinet.
I saw a bottle and I poured some.
Exactly. Very good. What about so you're being in Florida for the first time for Christmas? What was that like with, I mean, do you have extended family that come in and visit? Did they
No,
any of that kind of stuff?
my sister and her family live in Canada, in British Columbia.
Oh wow, that's back where you came from.
Yeah. And so I had no one besides people I meet, and that's okay.
Okay. Well, I hope you had a good one. I hope it was a pleasant one. It is weird being able to go out in short sleeves for Christmas.
Yeah, it was nice. Not tonight, not today.
Yeah. It's cooled off since then, but yeah, it was like it was 50s or 60s. It was mid 60s for Christmas. It was very pleasant.
That's sad.
Max says hi.
I guess I should have moved to Miami. It's still warm.
It's yeah. Don't worry, it'll warm up
It'll warm up very soon.
very, very soon. All right. Viper says hi to. All right, somebody can't type. Pass.
Is okay. Yeah, now I know who that is. That camp. Yeah.
So that's coded message for Peter apparently.
Yeah, that was my camp counselor name when I was at camp because we couldn't come up with it. So we just decided my name backwards.
Isn't that how you summon a demon or something like that?
Be really careful.
Wasn't that mouse in Narnia?
That's
Oh,
Reteep or something? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Okay, now I got to read the books again.
Now I got to go back and find my copy.
Watch the movie; it'll be quicker.
Oh, the movies were great, but the books are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's no comparison. Despite as good as that movie is, as good as the Lord of the Rings movies are, there's just no way to top. And it doesn't really matter whether it's a masterpiece like those or anything else. The book is exponentially better than anything they can do with the movies. Unless the book was crap.
I had a semester in high school. I went to a private high school. One semester of theology class was Chronicles of Narnia. And it was awesome.
Wow.
That got me hooked on those books.
That's pretty cool. That is cool.
Lucky you. I went to bloody public schools in California, but so you know where I got. And that was a long time ago, so it doesn't matter. It wasn't as bad.
Oh, goodness. Well, we're wrapping up 2023. Any thoughts on what 2024 might hold for us as we look forward to another year of Biden in office?
Well, we have an exciting election coming up.
That's for sure.
It's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be a blast.
Whatever happens, it's going to be a blast. What do you think is going to happen?
I wish I could make an educated guess, but after watching the last few years, there's no telling. We're just going to have to roll with it.
It's just completely off the hook at this point.
I don't know why people want to go for an octogenarian or a septuagenarian, and they're both have baggage. But
yeah,
no, every candidate does.
Yes, no, not Ron DeSantis.
DeSantis would be, I think, the obvious choice, but I don't think that train's gonna.
I agree.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But there's just no way to stop the Trump train at this point, and unless the guy keels over dead, and I'm not hoping for that at all.
Be careful what you say.
Exactly. I'm not hoping that I just don't think that there's any way that we avoid a rematch. And if you had told me 3 years ago that we would have a rematch, I'd have told you were crazy, because they're both freaking old as can be. Biden, even 3 years ago, couldn't speak properly, and he's just gotten worse. Now he's just like a Roomba, bobbing around the stage, can't finish sentences, can't remember people's names, can't pronounce anything, just making a mockery of everything on the international stage, and the world's on fire. And we've got the two least serious people running for office in a world that's just gone crazy over the last 3 years.
The thing is, you can't, on the Republican side, you can't convince these Trumpies how, that he really shouldn't go again, that he's too old or not that competent, etc. I know not everybody would agree with me. They said he did so many good things. Yeah, but look, he had the A team with him. This time it'll be the F team like Biden had.
Yeah, it's
for a guy that just runs through people and is rude and crude and socially unacceptable.
yeah. I just don't. If he had won in 20, that would have been great. That'd been fine. And yeah, he did good things, but we're I think beyond that at this point, and there's just so much baggage and what it's been 7 years now of the media just doing everything it can to destroy him. There are no in the middles on Trump. It is either you love him or you hate him. I mean, there's just no middle ground with him, and I think it's the same way with Biden. I don't think Biden either one of them inspires people who haven't already made up their minds. Right? There's people on both sides who've made their minds up. This is who we're voting for. The people in the middle who haven't decided are not moved by either candidate. And I just don't know. I have no clue where those people go is probably what's going to determine the outcome. If what is it, Robert Kennedy Jr.? What is the guy's name?
Yes.
Is it Robert?
Yeah.
If he gets in the race, he siphons off votes from Biden probably. If Sanders jumps in, if somebody else on the left jumps in, they split the Democrat vote. If you get a third party on the right, I don't think that moves the needle at all. It never does, except for Perot that one time. I just think we're headed to a face-off between the two worst candidates.
I think the best solution
besides,
is to have Pastor Bennett run, because then we would actually have a competent individual in office.
yeah. I expect a lot of unrest in cities if Trump is the nomination. I agree. I agree.
I expect unrest no matter who wins.
At this point, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just hope that if he does win, all the people who told us in 2020 that if he won re-election, or in 16 that if he won, that they would leave the country, are now saying again that they will leave the country if Trump wins in 2024. I'm still waiting to see if they will pack up and leave. I seriously doubt. And them saying it doesn't move the needle either. Nobody cares. It really is amazing too how in the last 3 years, all the people, the influencers, the media and entertainment, how much it's lost its ability to sway people. I think people really are fed up with all the woke BS and all the preachy entertainment. And they start flailing around trying to, hey, I'm leaving the country if Trump's reelected. No, nobody cares. Back then, well, in 2016, there were people like you and me who were saying, sure, go, see ya. I'll help contribute to your airline ticket. Today, most people are just don't even care, haven't even noticed. Those people are so out of touch with the rest of the country at this point and they don't realize it. And it's the same with the political class in Washington. Nobody realizes how out of touch the political class and
Oh, there's a conversation right there.
Why would you believe liars? Actors are professional liars.
yeah,
It's their job.
They pretend to be somebody else for a living.
Yeah.
Well, Biden's latest endorsement was from a talented woman who has made billions of dollars singing about how she picks bad men. But Taylor Swift is endorsing Biden.
Of course
so,
she is.
Hey, there you go, guys.
Yeah.
Well, she's not a professional liar, she's a singer.
Yeah.
I mean, why would anybody listen to me? I'm a nobody. So that's all they are nobodies.
They're rich nobodies.
Yeah. I could have left a year ago and gone to El Salvador or somewhere, or Costa Rica, but I stayed in the U.S. I'm not planning on leaving. Even if the competent, it's not it's not.
No matter, it's never as bad as all the doomsayers try to tell us, right? This is
On
the
either
most
side.
exactly. Yeah, every year you hear from voices on both sides. This is the most important election ever, and everything is going to come to crashing halt. Everything is going to end. It's the end of democracy if so and so wins, and it never happens. And that kind of hysteria doesn't move the needle either anymore. I mean, people just don't believe it now. It's like the NRA did that stuff for years. I think they still do it. I don't pay any attention to any of their marketing anymore.
I've been paying attention to NRA for years.
Every election was, this is the most consequential election ever. And no matter whether we won or lost, depending on how you viewed, the political parties, no matter whether you won or lost, things really didn't get much worse or much better. I mean, we elected Trump and we got a bump stock ban.
Yeah, thanks.
Right. Yeah. Thanks for that. Peace in the Middle East. Yay. Bump stock ban.
Well, that bump stock ban, that was a gimme that they offered up that I don't own a bump stock. I think they're kind of fun as a range toy. They have no effective purpose, and I've just never wanted to spend any money on it. But I thought it was really stupid to go along with saying that a piece of plastic can be considered a gun. There's no firing mechanism, no nothing, no moving parts in it. That precedent was set, and that's silly. That was really stupid to give up on.
Yeah, and it led to the pistol brace thing, which the ATF pushed, and if you listen to any of the conversations, any of the discussions that were happening in Congress during the consideration of the ban of the ATF's ban on pistol braces,
After years of approving them,
after years of having no opinion on them and saying they're fine, suddenly they're bad and everybody's a criminal who owns one. But a lot of the people on the left, a lot of the Democrats who were giving testimony were making it out like a piece of plastic, that arm brace, was the same thing as a bump stock, that it made the thing automatic or it made it more deadly. It was just so stupid. If we could have an honest, intelligent conversation about some of these issues, but that's not what the kind of people we elect. We don't elect serious people.
People don't want to have conversations anymore. They want to form an opinion and then say, this is my opinion. This is what I believe. Hey, let's sit down and talk about it. You can tell me what you believe and what your expertise is. I can tell you what my expertise is. And we can kind of come up with an opinion.
Yeah.
I've had it with experts. Yes. Dan, I've had it with all these experts. Give me a Donnie and his new mustache.
Well, that's one thing that I think the Trump administration destroyed was Americans' confidence in experts. When he let Fauci and Birx basically
screw
everything up,
play games
with policy and people's lives, and manipulate. I'm going to get this show demonetized and probably canceled 3 years from now.
Hey, we provide all the money for the show, so
this is true. But they have threatened to take the channel down. So, but they probably won't find it for 3 years like they did the other two. So it's okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. They just kept lying to us and giving us all this false information. And then when people spoke up, they tried to silence those voices instead of giving us straight facts. Instead of giving us facts and letting us make our own decisions, they tried to force a solution on everybody. And now, 7 years later, people just don't trust experts anymore. You tell me you're an expert and it doesn't, I don't care.
You
because
need to give me more than that.
yeah,
Donnie remembers the 1970s and global new
Oh,
ice.
global cooling. I remember the 70s with the cooling. Oh, man.
Youngster there doesn't.
Yeah.
Uh,
the
yeah,
first Earth Day.
Malthusian principle, Paul Ehrlich, and all these so-called experts, not Malthus, but Ehrlich,
Or
and
like the
so-called
population bomb thing.
yeah, we got that from Malthus, and these experts really don't know what they're talking about. They know one thing. It's sort of like pastors. They know one thing: theology. Get them out of theology, they don't do so well.
Right.
Been there, done that. Oh, okay.
But even so, there's an incentive structure with expertise now that if you have a particular topic or a particular subject like global warming, and it's your job to investigate it or to study it, there's no benefit to you if your study turns out to show there's no global warming. You lose your funding as soon as, well, okay, well, there's no global warming, so we don't need to send you any money anymore. There's the incentive for people to continue to say stupid things and try to tell you that what they believe is right, even when you can see the evidence that is not. The financial incentive is there for people to continue to do that kind of stuff. Okay. It is bottom of the hour, so we're going to get to prize time. I do want to go around everybody one at a time. Your end of the year kind of hope for 2024 for everybody, for all of our listeners. Dan, start us off.
Well, for 2024, I want to continue with what I was trying to do in 2023. Get to know as many people as possible and get to know them. Don't just go out and meet people, but talk to people, get to know them. I've made some new friends in the last year that are really cool people, and I hope to make one or two more in the next year.
Awesome. Stuart, how about you?
How about the return of Christ? That would be my favorite thing.
Amen, brother.
Yep. Your lips to God's ears. Donnie, Peter, how about you?
We're kind of running kind of dual thing here. So, my hope personally is that it's looking right now I may have to have a knee replacement this year. And it's also my mother is in hospice now. So we probably won't have her a year from now. But at 92 years old, she's been with me a long time. And I'll let you, Peter, talk because he's got some big changes that happening this next year.
All right.
So as a second-year seminarian, my hope is that I get a good vicarage.
Nice.
Amen to that.
And if you have any problems, make sure you get hold of the vicarage supervisor down in St. Louis. That's where you're at, right? St. Louis?
Yep.
And talk to the pastor and get hold of the vicarage supervisor down there. Don't talk to your friends. Talk to the people in charge.
Don't listen to us.
No, I'm seminary friends.
But we're experts.
Right. All right, guys, thank you so much for another great year. I really appreciate all of your support, and looking forward to great things again in 2024. It's going to be a crazy year. Who knows what's in store? Only the Lord knows, and hopefully it's not. Well, maybe yeah. Okay, maybe Stuart's idea is the best idea of all. Maybe the Lord returns in 2024 and everything is a-okay. All right. Good night, guys. Time to bring in my assistant and give away some prizes. You guys hang out. I'm going to bring in my trusty assistant here. You have a chair? Yeah. Oh, get the ammo box over there with all the All the numbers. It's so many last year. I didn't figure out a way to make this work last year with our brass. This might get loud. It did the last time we did this. So we have in here a bunch of 22 TCM brass. I'm never going to reload it. So it's numbered now. It's going to good use. It's in our trusty Armed Lutheran Radio ammo can. And we'll shake these up and we'll give away some prizes. Now, all the Reformation Gun Club members are eligible, of course. Here's what we're giving away today. We are giving away a pack of stickers, which includes several different Armed Lutheran Radio stickers, or logos like this one, several other things, including the Reformation Gun Club logo and a window sticker in there. We also are giving away the can cooler. I'm going to call it a koozie tonight, and I'm going to dare them to sue me. No, I'm not. It's a can cooler. Don't say koozie. Yes, somebody said 3 years ago, I got a letter from a lawyer who threatened to sue me because I was calling it a can koozie because that's a registered trademark, apparently. Yeah, what a jackwagon. We're giving away a swag pack, which includes stickers. It includes one of these wristbands. What else? Patches, all that good stuff. We're giving away some t-shirts. We'll give away 3 t-shirts tonight. Might be this logo, might be something else, depending. We'll see. And if I don't have your size, if you're a winner, I will reach out to you and confirm. We're going to give away a coupon good for all of the ebooks that are available on the website: Duty to Defend, Fifth Commandment, or Fifth Command, Executioner's Tale. We're going to give away 2 copies of the signed books. 2 copies of each of the books signed. So the Executioner's Tale and the Fifth Command. Then we're going to give away a travel tumbler, insulated travel tumbler with the logos front and back. And then we have 2 grand prizes. The second grand prize is going to be kind of a conglomeration of all that stuff. It's going to be a swag pack with all the stickers and patches and all that, plus a t-shirt, plus a signed book and a tumbler. The number 1 grand prize is going to be a swag pack, a t-shirt, a signed book, the tumbler, all the ebooks, and a signed copy of the upcoming sequel to this. So you get both of the books signed, plus a tumbler, a t-shirt, a bunch of swag, and the sequel to this book, which is coming out early next year. I'm in the process of finalizing that. So my lovely assistant, Rylyn, my daughter, is joining us again, as she has every year. And she is going to be shaking everything up and drawing out the numbers. And then I will find the number on my list here. All the numbers all the names are randomized on my list, and depending on your membership level, that's how many entries you get. So then I spread it all out, randomized it, so you're not like a block of 5 or 10 entries in the same group. You've got better chance that way, I think. And all of our top tier members are guaranteed a prize. So, shall we begin?
Mm-hmm.
Let's shall.
Are there like numbers on it?
There are numbers. Yes, there are numbers on every piece of brass. We have 143 numbers on the list. I think there's 158. I didn't dig out all the extra pieces of brass. So if we get an extra one, we'll just toss it and we'll move on. So we're giving away a sticker pack first. So let me get the mute button ready so that you don't hear all this shaky. Go for it. That'll work.
What? 144?
144, which is one more than we actually have. So you
Okay,
got
I
to do it
wasn't sure.
again.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Don't
Okay.
put it back. Oh, it's too
Oh.
late now. Come on, Vanna.
This one doesn't have a number.
By golly. We're 2 for 2.
108.
108. All right, so 108 is Billy Roseleap from Montana. Congratulations. All right. Let's give away another sticker pack.
Without shaking?
No. Go ahead and shake. Shaky, shaky. That's sufficient. Okay. 60. 60. Greg Coffee is our winner. Good. All right. Congratulations, Greg. All right. One last sticker pack.
Wait, do you want me to shake it?
Yes, please.
Wait,
Just,
you need to mute it.
oh, yeah. That's good.
76.
76. Okay, you are setting those out. Good. 76 is Stephen Clifford, who shows up at our online hangouts most of the time. Stephen Clifford. All right, let's give away a couple of can koozies. I'm really pushing my luck.
Do
I
shake
know.
it again?
Huh?
Do I shake it?
Yes, please.
Oh, wow.
You really enjoy your job.
Yeah. 120.
120. Number 120 is Mike Johnson, better known as Hokey Mike. Mike Johnson. All right, another can cooler. Oh, mute. Yeah.
Wait, he's
Yeah, Dan got the memo on the shirt. And so did Donnie, who was here earlier. He had the exact same shirt.
48.
48. 48 is Kevin Stumpy. All right. And one more can koozie. Give it a jiggle.
Did you go?
Yeah. That's good.
I did nothing though.
They're well stirred.
97.
97. 97 is John Kirkdahl. Congratulations, John. All right. Let's give away a swag. We're going to give away 2 swag packs. The swag pack, like I said, it has all the stickers. It has, I think, 5 stickers. One of these, a wristband, a patch, something else.
Oh, I have the wristband.
Yeah. Yes, shake. Go ahead. That's tremendous.
What does it mean?
That means you did a great job.
70.
70.
What is
Number 70
it?
is Luke Ott. All right. Congratulations, Luke. And one more swag pack. We'll get to the t-shirts. Just do a little mixy. And yeah, that's good. What is that?
Corpse
13. All right, going low this time. Rob Laird, who is also one of our Hangout buddies. Rob. Okay, T-shirt time. We'll do 3 T-shirts. So give it a good shake. That's why I mute it.
Oh, I think it's out of the range.
What is it?
155.
Yeah, it's definitely out of the range. Okay.
37.
37. Keith Harmony. All right. You'll get a T-shirt. I don't think I have Keith's size. So Keith, if you watch this or listen to this, I will be reaching out with an email to get your size. Let's do 2 more T-shirts.
I feel you have headphones.
Yes, which amplifies everything. The headphones don't block the noise.
101.
101. All right. 101 is John Nielsen. Congratulations, John. Okay. 1 more T-shirt. Yeah, just swizzle it. That's good.
135.
135. Our good friend Mike Soost. It's hard to get good help nowadays. All right. This next prize.
That was so mean.
The next prize is a coupon good for all of the ebooks. You'll get all the ebooks on the website: Duty to Defend, Fifth Command, An Executioner's Tale, and I think there's another one. You gonna shake it or just give it a shimmy? Just give it a shimmy. I'll let everybody hear just what it sounds like. Shimmy's not too bad.
Six,
16 is Robert Brockman.
Dropped it back in there. Again.
Okay.
Oh, I just found a clear one.
Well done. Well done indeed. Okay. Time to give away signed copies of the books. I don't have any copies of Duty to Defend left, so they're all gone. So this is what we'll give away: Executioner's Tale first, and then don't sniff the ink. We'll do Executioner's Tale, Fifth Command, Executioner's Tale, Fifth Command, and these are signed copies of the books. And apparently they smell good. If you're into that kind of thing. Smells like fruit. Why do my books smell like fruit? Check the comments. Okay.
106.
106. 106 is our good buddy Paul Metzger from right here in McKinney, Texas.
Oh, you can like drop it off.
Yep. I always drop his packages off to him. All right. This will be a signed copy of the Fifth Command, which
Smells good.
apparently smells good and is based on or has this is for those of you who don't know, these 2 books for this one is not for kids. This is a kind of an adult horror story, and this is intended for people
Yeah, because there are
her age.
like there's some harder words into it
Okay.
that younger kids would know. So I think like it's more like my age range.
It's more for your age. That's what it's intended, and it is a fantasy story with the main characters are loosely based on some podcast people you might know, and it teaches some cool life lessons and biblical lessons. The most important of which, of course, based on the title, is the fifth command, which is to which is about defending and loving your neighbor. Okay, go. Let's do. What are we doing? Fifth command.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Probably should have eaten before I drank all that beer.
You said what now?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Alright, good.
Okay.
Give me more?
No, I want you to open it up and pick a number.
The clear one. Huh.
Nobody won it. Okay. The Invisible Man.
44.
44 this time. 44. This is our good friend Curtis Heidel, who is listening. Curtis was commenting earlier. So we'll be sending that out to you, Curtis. All right. Another copy of An Executioner's Tale. Which, by the way, if you're wondering what the Executioner's Tale, where the idea comes from, it is based in kind of a fictional city in Reformation era Germany, the 1500s. Go ahead. Oh, you want me to? You're going to do a serious shaky this time? Okay. Perfect.
$119.
119. Okay, that's Paul Metzger again, so we can't do that. So pull another one.
51.
51.
So I thought it was blanket first. I was like,
Let's turn it around. That was Mike Johnson. He's already won. We're getting to that point in the show.
133.
133. This is Pastor Drew Newman. All right, and one more copy of the fifth command to give away. Just give it a swizzle with your hand in there. Perfect. Don't drop it in the floor, dear Lord.
66.
66. And that is our good friend Calroy from out in Boron, California. All right. What this means is our good buddy Dan is going to win one of the top three prizes because he is the last remaining top tier member to not have won a prize. So you're getting one of the last three, Dan. Here we go. Travel tumbler. Let's see who gets the travel tumbler. Here's the travel tumbler. I'll do my Vanna White impersonation. You've never watched the game shows that we grew up on. Okay, go ahead. Please don't drop it on the floor.
115.
115. 115. That would be Ty Creason. Dan's in the running for one of the top two prizes. Okay, here we go. Let's pick our second grand prize. This is swag pack, t-shirt, signed book, and a tumbler.
What do you want?
A number, please.
I'll do it. 15.
15. Nope, that's somebody who's already been drawn. 18. Well, what this means is our first grand prize winner is our good buddy Dan Veldt. Congratulations. So that was Matthew Dackey
Right on.
who wins the second grand prize. The first grand prize, the swag pack, the t-shirt, the signed, both signed books, Tumblr, all the ebooks, and a signed copy of the upcoming sequel to The Fifth Command, which the pastor has read and approved of, and I am doing final edits on. That's all coming your way, Dan. Congratulations. All right. Merry New Year. Happy Christmas. I love all of you. I really appreciate your support for the show over the years. Dan, love you. Have a safe
Love
and
you
happy
too, buddy. I appreciate everything you do.
Have a safe and happy New Year. And for all of our listeners, a safe and happy New Year to all of you. We look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks for episode 390 as we kick off our march towards episode 400 early next year. So from all of us here at Armed Lutheran Radio and the Armed Lutheran Compound, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support over the years. And keep shooting, keep praying. We'll talk to you next time.